Welcome to my channel. Today we're making minced beef cutlets from start to finish. Stay tuned to see how. Welcome back guys. So to a heated pan I'm adding some vegetable oil and some cumin seeds that we're just going to toast off for about 1 minute. And then I'm adding 1 diced large onion and 1 whole green chilli. You want your onions to have a nice translucent colour and they've just gone slightly soft before we add in 1 chopped tomato and you're just going to give that a little mix. Now I'm adding in some garlic. Now you can add as much as you want or as little as you want, but I'm using 4 to 5 cloves of garlic in this. Then you're going to give that a little stir. To this I'm adding 2 tablespoons of curry powder, 2 tablespoons of garam masala, 2 tablespoons of coriander powder and 1 tablespoon of paprika. Then I'm adding salt to taste. You're just going to toast this off for about 5 minutes because it gets rid of that raw taste that the spices have. You always must toast off your spices. Now I'm adding 2 tablespoons of tomato puree and we're just going to fry that in. So this has been cooking for about 5 minutes now. So now I'm just going to add a splash of water to help it along. So this has been cooking for about 5 minutes now. So it's a nice base so you can add your minced beef. So here I'm adding my washed minced beef. You can use lamb if you want. And we're just going to incorporate that all with the spices. Now the minced beef does have its own fats in there, so I added just a tiny bit of oil at the starting because I know that the mince is obviously going to produce its own oil, so please be aware of that because we want this to be a dry mix. So we are just going to fry this now so it's all together. So you want it to produce its own juices, and then once it has, you want to fry out all those juices till it becomes dry. This process will take about 15 to 20 minutes. Now I'm going to add salt to taste. You can add as much as you want or as little as you want. It's totally your preference on how you like your salt. So now it's coming up to about 20 minutes that this mince has been cooking. So your mince is actually cooked out now and nice. So we are just going to add a handful of chopped fresh coriander to finish it. We are just going to incorporate all that and turn off the heat. Once you do that, you just want to set this aside to cool down and leave this to work with later. You must make sure that the whole mixture is cool before you actually work with it. In the meantime, while that's cooling down, I have just boiled some white potatoes with some salted water and I'm just mashing them up now and adding a knob of butter to it. I must say that you have to put a little butter as you go along, so don't do a lot, just put a little at a time, because you don't want your mashed potatoes to be quite wet, because otherwise it's going to make it hard to work with. So you still want it to be quite dry, but enough butter to combine it together. This is the consistency that your mash should be. To this, I am adding some dried parsley. At this point, you can add any herbs of your choice, but I am using dried parsley. Once you have incorporated this all together, you want to cool down your mash, so set your mash aside till both your mince and mash is cool before working with. Now my mashed potato is cooled down, I am just going to put some in my hand, and you're just going to make like a little dome into the middle. This is for our filling that we can put in, so you're just going to grab a bit of mince and pop that into the middle of your potato. This does take a little bit of patience, and you're just going to slowly wrap round the potato and then add some more to the top, so all the mince is covered with potato, and we're just going to slowly and gently work the potatoes to make a small cutlet. Now if you start to see cracks within your potato, not to worry, all you have to do is add a tiny bit of water onto your finger and smooth out the cracks. Don't wet it too much, so just literally dab your finger in the water and just smooth out the crack, and it will all be gone. Make sure that there is no cracks in this before you fry it or bake it. So now you're just going to repeat the process again. So you're just going to add the mashed potato to your hands, make a little well within the middle. Then you're going to add your mince filling. Then you're gently going to bring in the sides. Then you're going to add your mashed potato on the top, and then you are going to shape to your desired shape of cutlet. You can do this as big as you want or as small as you want. Then you will just use your water on your fingers to just smooth out the cracks after. Repeat this process till all your cutlets are made and set aside. Once you have set aside your cutlets, I did off camera, I actually whisked 2 eggs within a bowl, and I've put some shop bought breadcrumbs into another bowl. And what you're going to do, you can make your own breadcrumbs if you want, but I'm just using shop bought here. So then you are just going to dip your cutlets within the egg and then straight into your breadcrumbs and evenly coat your cutlets. I suggest not to use the bowl for the actual breadcrumbs. It's okay for the eggs, but it left me no space to actually work with. So next time I would definitely put the breadcrumbs into a plate. So you're just going to repeat again. So you're just going to pop the cutlets into the egg, coat the egg evenly over the cutlet, and then put it straight into your breadcrumbs and coat it. If you find that you have like your finger indents into the cutlets, all you have to do is just shape it right at the end. So just shape it to how you want it, like you can see that I'm doing now. And that's your cutlets done. I actually heated up some vegetable oil into a frying pan. Unfortunately, the first clip when I done the first lot didn't actually record, so this is the second lot that I've put in, so unfortunately I lost that clip. So all you have to do is put your cutlets into hot oil, and then you're just going to flip the oil to the sides, because I find when you actually turn them over, you will always have like a white bit where the oil didn't catch it on the side. So I always like to just flip a bit of oil onto the side so it's evenly brown all over. Now you don't have to fry these, you can pop these into the oven as well at 180 and just wait till they're golden and crispy. I will say that I'm frying them 2 to 3 minutes on each side and continuously coating the sides of the cutlets. Once they are done, all you have to do is take them out, drain them onto a kitchen paper, and your cutlets are there ready to serve on a bed of salad or any desired dips that you like. This can be a lunchtime idea, this can be a dinner idea, it's totally optional to you. So now they're nice, golden and crispy, I'm just going to take them out and pop them onto a paper towel. Please don't forget to like this video and comment below if you have tried it, I would love to find out.